Capitol Square Apartments is known as a LIHTC or Low Income Housing Tax Credit building. When professionals talk about affordable housing, they're talking about this kind of housing.
Capitol Square Apartments brings so much needed affordable housing into our city center. Right there at 12th and Sherman, 30% to 80% AMI. Those are deeply needed affordable housing units that I know will be leased up continually.
Capitol Square was so well received by the community. It was almost overnight from the time that we finished that the building filled up. And I think that really goes a long ways to show the need. We want to build an affordable that's no different than the market rate that everybody else has the opportunity to live in.
It is so cool. Not only the Capitol, but you're, a couple blocks away from the art museum, the library, just the whole Capitol Square vibe. I walk in and I'm like, I could envision myself living there.
We built a second floor courtyard so that our tenants and their families could be outside in a really great environment with a great view of parts of downtown and be totally safe and secure.
The developers were incredibly creative in the financing. It's a wonderful example of pulling together several different sources of both public and private financing to bring something forward to ensure that everyone in Denver can afford a place to live.
There were two existing garages that were attached to the Dodge dealership down on Lincoln, and they'd become an eyesore. They'd been boarded up for 10 or 15 years.
The design team crushed it, right? I think they really did. It fit in with the neighborhood.
Neighbors said, thank goodness, where have you been? Because they wanted to see something good happen.
I think the biggest impact is having affordable housing that close to the core of downtown Denver. Not just the outlying areas, suburbs, but really kind of getting some more activity back into Denver.
I think the fact that we've now built a first-class building and filled it up with income-restricted tenants shows anybody who's thinking of doing the same thing, hey, don't get discouraged. These guys did it up on the hill, and you can do it here.
Everybody deserves a great home. And so to go build something that they're going to be proud of. But the second thing is it lasts. If you have a place that you get to come home to every day that's of high quality, you take care of it. It's really going to stand this test of time, and it's going to be there for a long time to come.
The developers didn't really cut back on how to make this feel like a home. Warm communal spaces, finishes that people really appreciate, places that people want to live and build a community. They really did it right.